So where were you at, dog?
I worked a lot this week. Since we've been, where were we last time? When we were together last time?
Greensboro.
Greensboro. No, we did something after Greensboro.
Norrisboro.
No, man. I'm trying to think. I didn't do much. Okay, so we did your fucking circus show.
Oh my God, we didn't even talk. I didn't
We
talk
haven't
about
talked
it.
since the Turkish circus show.
I didn't talk about that in the What's Up Fool podcast because we had a guest.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
And the video is still being cut.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Jeff Fun? First to explain to everybody what it was.
Okay, so Felipe put together like a circus themed show where he like had sideshow acts, like there was fire breather, there was a knife thrower. What else did you have there between the acts? But then he had like comics, like do Larry Bubbles Brown and Gabby.
Yes, I had first of all, I hired I can't think of his name right now, but I was trying to find like they want me to headline a whole hour. So I had just did an hour at the Microsoft, so I wanted to change it up.
This was for Netflix's A Joke Festival, by the way.
Yeah, so what I did was Lisa got a hold of this guy who's like a small time agent for these exotic freak acts.
I love it, dude.
So this guy, bro, he got me a stealth walker. He was that guy that was walking real tall.
Yes, that's right. You gotta have a guy on stilts.
But he's not just any stealth walker, bro. Some people just walk and they balance themselves. This guy also could dance because his stilts are like round from the bottom. So he could dance.
So he could move around.
He could move around. He could tango. He could do whatever.
Man, he certainly knew what he was doing. That's for sure.
And then we had a guy who was doing person-to-person magic with a guy named Mud.
That guy was rad,
yeah,
bro.
man. And they're all professionals. And there was also that homeboy with the puppeteer guy.
Yeah, the marionette. And he had like the Foos Gone Wild guy.
Yeah, little puppet,
bro. It was so dope, dude.
Yeah, and there was also, and on the show, besides that, we had Felipe Esparza with a top hat and gold boots.
Yeah, that was great.
If you could find those gold boots, you could put them on.
Your outfit was really cool that night.
Then, first comedian that went up was Larry Bubbles Brown.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, but before all that, I'm getting ahead of myself. First of all, we all know that Butch is a man of all hats.
I tend, yes, I win. That's right. Oh, man.
So, man, we had a special hat for him, but we didn't tell him till we get there. And Butch was wearing a top hat.
Yeah.
A baby top hat.
Yeah, we got to find pictures of it. I have pictures in my phone, so
And Butch was doing Q&A, asking people questions. You know, is P. Diddy guilty or not guilty? Questions like that. Personal questions. And he went around the line asking people that. And we had also Jennifer Loca.
Yeah.
She was dressed like a clown. Like she's like this tall chola. And you might have seen her on podcasts talking about how she took over the Civil Brand County Jail, her and the homegirls.
Yeah, dude.
She's an old gangster. She was on the show, too. She was also the in-between shows, in-between acts, like before the comedian, like when we had a guy named Jack Dagger, and he was like a guy that throws knives.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
And he went up, but what's her name? Jennifer Loca, she had a cue card.
Right.
That said, and now knife thrower Jack Dagger.
Like vaudeville days.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she'll get off, and then I'll go back on stage and do a little bit of comedy. Then I brought up Chuck Bartel. Destroy the audience.
Destroyed, dude.
First of all, they thought he was going to introduce somebody because he brought his notes on stage.
Yeah.
Anyways, he killed, man. Killed. Then I brought up...
Flacco.
Contortionist.
Contortionist, right.
First of all, the contortionist, by the way, thank you very much for showing up at the last minute.
I heard that.
Because the other contortionist we hired got bit by a snake.
Yes.
Her own snake.
Her own poisonous snake.
Yes. So she didn't have time to heal, bro. She needed 3 days.
Yeah.
So the show must go on. I called your girl, Tanya Estrada.
And thanks. Shout out to Tanya
Bro.
Estrada one more time, bro.
As a matter of fact, my
dude.
friend who I'm eating at Tommy's right now is a contortionist.
No way, really? Get the fuck out, bro.
So we paid Tanya for getting us the contortionist. There she goes. We paid Tanya for getting her.
Hell
Then we
yeah,
told
dude.
Tanya, you should be an agent of these acts,
Dude,
just like
she
the other
really
guy.
should, dude. She's really, man. Shout out to Tanya Estrada. Please look her up on IG. We talk about her all the time. We love her, dude. This person is like a real live like
Kramer.
I don't even say that like a Leo Getz. Remember Leo Getz but like a cool Leo Getz. Like she could get anything, dude. She really can though. That's the thing is that she like you go like Felipe one time said if you need pro wrestlers at midnight for your like party on the lawn or something, you can call her and she'll deliver, bro. And she does. And she's I mean. You introduced me
With
to
makeup
her.
and fully dressed
Bro,
too.
it was so crazy. You're like, yeah, Tanya got her, and I laughed for a minute, and you're like, no, she really got her at the last.
And these
minute.
wrestlers are professional, bro. Like they already know they're. It's like hiring a comedian who already knows his act.
Right.
Like as soon as they see each other there, they know like how big the space is. They bring out a fake mattress, they set it up, and they start fighting, bro. Those wrestlers were at Eric Andre's quinceañera, if you can look it up.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit is great, dude.
So we had the contortionist, Jack Dagger, and then there was someone else. I hope I don't forget. That was on the show. Oh yeah, she was a knife swallower.
a sword swallower.
A sword swallower.
Yes, dude, I saw her. I saw her practicing in the hallway.
She brought that girl up on
that
stage.
shit is crazy, dude.
She goes, I'm gonna need a person to help me take the knife out of my mouth. And then that girl she brought a girl up on the audience and she said, I'm not trained for this. I go, bitch, no one is trained for this.
That's good. Honestly, though, like as a person who goes up there,
You'd be nervous.
I'd be so nervous, bro, because it's just that one time that maybe she fucks up, you know, or like, because I don't know what the tricks are behind that, so I'm not trying to like, you know, like, but I'd imagine the knife doesn't have a super sharp blade.
If I had a knife swallower, bro, a sword swallower,
Yeah.
I'll just be cutting all my cold sores every time they come out.
I'd be cutting out my own.
It's a skill, right?
Hemorrhoids. It has to be.
It's a dangerous skill to learn.
No matter what, it's a dangerous skill. Again, I don't know if the blades are sharp or not. So
You
I'm
know
not.
the first knife swallower, bro, fell.
I can't even imagine. I met a guy who eats glass, and I was like,
Didn't you date a woman with a sword swallower?
no, she saw. Hey, bro, I'm not trying to get us unmonetized right now, but demonetized. But what was I gonna say? I met a glass eater, and I asked him. It was on a way to a show, bro. It was like we were on a plane together, and I asked him if like he really eats it, and he's like, yeah. And I was like, is it dangerous? And he's like, you have to empty my stomach for the day, and then I have to drink this substance that kind of like hardens my stomach. And then he said that he would eat, and then he has to eat the bulbs because he eats bulbs. He has to eat it like with the like rounds parts facing down, because and sometimes they've turned around in his stomach and he had to get a surgery to get it like pulled out. I was just like, fuck, dude. Okay, maybe comedy's not a bad way to go.
I know how to read.
I could do something else with my life. Like how, dude, like where do you begin with that?
I think slap fight is the last choice for a dumb motherfucker, huh?
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, the slapping contest? That's
the last one, huh?
When you take,
That or fighting a lion, which is illegal.
you know what a reduction sauce is?
Yes.
Slap fights are the reduction sauce of humanity. Like it's us at our stupidest, dude. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, boxing is one thing. Okay, I get it. It is.
Yeah, boxing is
It's crazy, bro. You're getting punched. You're punching
UFC,
back.
MMA.
But switching, standing there, letting somebody slap you.
And it's not even over a parking space.
And then.
Like, slap fight should
It's
be
not
like
even your
this.
lady, dog.
Slap fight should be like road rage. There's two guys fighting over a parking space. Then you show up, bro, with the ring. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Hyundai from the 2016 Hyundai, driven by, what's your name, bro? Ken Singleton. And we got this other guy, sir, what are you driving? 79 Toyota truck with a wooden box. I don't know what it is. It is a Toyota, and he has a bunch of cans in it. What's your name, sir? He said, just call me Memo. All right, you got ready?
What if like, dude, that's a good idea for someone if you have time to wait in the bushes and have like for arguments to start in the parking lot, and you come out with like a ring girl and a fucking microphone.
That'd be hilarious, dog.
Bro, if you like,
that'd be the best way to kind of fight and have someone dressed like Don King, bro.
Because there's at least 1 or 2 fights in a parking lot a day, right? Like, here's an idea for some kid right now who's listening, dude. Because there's no way I have the time.
That'd be the ultimate prank. Because you're not even part of it.
If you score off this, give me just something. But, dude, you and your buddy, and you get to take like a little hot chick from your school or something, and you fucking hide in the bushes at a parking lot in the hood, because that's where they always break out, dude. That's where shit goes. I was just at
Denny's in Inglewood,
dude, and you run up with the fucking. She has the fucking like round card, and she's dressed like a ring girl, and then you got your boy dressed like a referee, and you're the announcer. Oh, bro, how many views would that get if you could pull that off spontaneously over and over again? You know what I mean? Like, dude. All right, guys. There you go, bro. There's some content for somebody.
And then he goes, I got $100 on this guy, and I got $200 on that guy. All right, man. These guys are fighting for nothing. Let's go. Hey, bro, did you ever like walk with a big ass group after high school or junior high, and they were all gonna meet up somewhere, and because 2 guys were gonna fight?
Yes.
Those were the best, huh?
That's how you knew shit was gonna go down.
But if we had phones back then, bro,
right,
I would have been in prison still, bro.
You know what I used to do?
Because I was instant.
Oh, bro, I'd be in so much trouble.
I was this guy, bro. Oh, so you ain't gonna go fight no more? Oh, I saw you got me to walk for nothing, pussy.
Yes. Yeah, dude. I would be that guy too.
Bro, one time I was walking with this guy, and he had pissed me off that day. And I said, oh, man, you think you could beat up Junior right here? I'll beat his ass. Bro, you think you could beat this motherfucker up?
No, you just started a fight?
He said he'll beat your ass, dog. Now you heard of David. You think you could beat up Junior? Bro, they went at it, dog.
For no reason.
I was just there like fucking just instigating them.
My worst instigation, I was a bouncer at a bar.
So you're an adult, not a kid.
I'm an adult, bro, okay? And
a grown kid.
Already, shout out to Jason Cervantes, the bartender at the bar. I was kind of
We're looking for him.
I was a troublemaker when I kind of started there. He was a friend of mine who hired me. And I would be that guy walking around the bar trying to police everybody. So he was like, nah, bro, you got to sit outside from now on. You sit outside and you don't fuck with people. You just stay outside and check IDs. So I'm outside one night, and this girl is drunk, and her boyfriend's trying to hold her up. So I sit her girlfriend down, and the boyfriend's standing next to her. And a dude comes out, and he doesn't even realize this, bro. He spits, and the spit comes out of the side of his mouth and lands on this guy's jacket. But the guy doesn't notice it, bro. The guy standing next to his drunk girlfriend, he doesn't notice that he got spit on yet. And the guy who spit on him... Big
spit?
Huh?
Big one?
It was kind of like a gross, like dry one. It was like about like the size of a quarter. And it was just sitting on his skate jacket. Like a senior
citizen talking and spitting at you?
And he's looking in the other direction. And I don't know what made me do it, bro. I fucking don't to this day. The guy starts to go into the cab, and he's already got a girl and another guy getting in the cab with him. And I look at the guy with the spit on his jacket. I go, you gonna let that guy do that to you? He goes, what? And I go, that guy just spit on your jacket. And he looks down.
Was it by accident?
Oh, and it was totally by accident, bro. And the guy jumps up, runs to the cab, opens the door as the guy was just about to get in, and starts socking the guy. And then the homie that's getting in on the other side comes around. He's got crutches because he's got a broken leg. I can't remember, his name was Mook or something. I remember these guys. I knew these guys. He had a fucking big old fucking. He had like crutches, and he starts beating the guy.
The guy that's hitting him?
The guy that's hitting the other guy. The guy that got spit on runs over to the guy in the cab, starts beating on him. His buddy gets out of the cab with crutches and starts beating on the guy that got spit on. And then the girl gets out and she starts pulling the guy's hair, and they're all beating the fuck out of this guy. And I just kind of sat back on the fucking stool. And my buddy comes out. He's like, "What the fuck is happening out here?" And cops are showing up, dude. The cab's got busted windows and shit, dude. I was like, I don't know, man. These guys just started fighting. And dude, no one knew.
You didn't know them?
No, I knew them, like, kind of, because they hung out at the bar all the time. I was the bouncer, but I didn't know them personally.
And they both never came back, huh?
No, I think they did come back, bro. Everybody was drunk all the time that time, bro. That bar was crazy, dude. Like, I think there was a time where, like, if you lost a fight, you got kicked out of the bar. But yeah, dude, no one knew that I did that until right now. And I hope some of those guys are watching right now, because, like,
bro, I was at the Sunset Room in I think it's still Montebello or Whittier. Shout out to the Sunset Room.
Oh, I remember doing that, dude.
And
that's in South LA, right?
Yeah, I'm hosting a show, right? I'm bringing comedians up and down. I will start off the show by doing an hour 10 off the bat. Because sometimes food will show up late, dog.
Right.
So I will start the show at 10. There's no comics. There never were comics at 10. They start showing up around 10:30.
Right.
So I just keep going. So I don't give a. By then, people start showing up early. I still went to 11. Who cares?
Fuck it.
But I had the crowd going, and more people are coming in. So by the time the comedians go up, they're destroying, bro. You know, that was a hot ass audience.
Right.
Fergie's mom's in the back drinking. You know, I let Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas.
That's right. You guys told me she was like a regular there, right?
Her dad's a regular, and
that's right.
So I'm doing my show, bro. There's also an LA County sheriff who used to hang out at the bar, and everybody knew he's the LA County sheriff. Cool as hell.
Right.
I told that fool to run my driver license one time.
Yeah.
He goes, first of all, he told me that's expired, and you got like 2 bench warrants on you right now. Jesus Christ. All right, thank you, man. I'm not gonna drive tonight.
That's
so
funny.
he'll run records on people for fun.
Dude, that's hilarious, dude.
So she's chilling in the back. Everybody, there's like, okay, man, this Asian guy gets up, and he first of all, he starts arguing with somebody, blah blah blah. He goes back in and he goes out to his car, and then he says, whatever he says, bro. I don't know if he was holding a weapon or nothing, but it was enough attention to come back in. He came back in all strong now with wearing his helmet on. He had his motorcycle helmet on. And then he flipped it over like this.
Yeah.
He goes, I challenge anybody in here, man, for an ass beating outside. Bro. That place is known for fades, dog.
Right. It looks like it.
For fades, bro. Like, the place is known, like, for anybody. Like, you could challenge people for fights. So, bro, 7 people got up.
No.
Who didn't even know each other. They went outside, and you heard stomping, bro.
They just beat the fuck
All you heard
out.
was a helmet flying around, bro. That's how you know that he was getting
Like
that.
he was skidding across
The helmet was just being hit. All you heard was a helmet. I bring out this comedian named AC right after they beat his, right after those guys took off.
Right.
He goes, and AC opens up like this, destroys that comedian AC. He goes, man, y'all got superheroes up in this motherfucker showing up, super villains and shit. If this motherfucker shows up, anybody want to challenge me? 35 minutes go down, everybody goes back in. You don't hear nothing about that guy no more, right? He goes, man, I love this place, man. Right here, we're all family, man. Like, that guy said, who's down to whoop my ass? And 7 people from different gangs and different nationalities got up and said, Hey, we're up to the challenge. Challenge accepted.
Oh my
Now,
God, bro.
I'm performing a show right here, knowing that there's a sheriff over there who doesn't give a fuck. And I'm looking at people, I'm looking at those shoes, bloody shoes now. This guy has blood in his shoes like Tony Soprano.
That's so funny, dude.
Those shots on the owner.
Bro,
Dog, they
that's so
beat it.
fucking funny, dude.
That shit was crazy, bro. Like, he put on this guy was really dressed like a guy who was gonna do a fucking mass shooter or something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that shit is hilarious. I
Fool.
seen that happen before.
Rodrigo
too.
was loaded, right? And,
Uh-huh.
and then there was another guy, Korean, Asian guy. He was loaded too. Could be the same guy. We're coming out to the restaurant, Ordóñez.
Who knows? He wasn't wearing a helmet this time.
And he said, whatever, man. Fucking, we were talking shit about something. We were the loudest ones inside the restaurant.
Right.
Everybody trying to get all quiet, but it was during 9/11, right? We're at war, first of all. We're already at war.
Yeah, things are tense.
So, this guy, Rodrigo goes, freedom, hey, man, you ever heard of freedom of speech? Fuck freedom of speech. Fuck the Bill of Rights. Then Rodrigo goes, fuck you, bro. That's tyranny right there, man. We're at war right now, man. You could be tried for treason right now.
Who said this, Rodrigo?
Rodrigo's like, I unloaded.
Hey, my boy watches Yellowstone, dog. You know what I'm saying?
It's before Yellowstone, dog. But I looked it up. He was right, bro. You can't be saying shit like that when we're at war.
Oh,
But
no shit.
but that guy couldn't know that.
Oh, yeah, you can't. That's right. But we're always in a state of war. We're in a state of war right now. That's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, dude. I didn't know that. I didn't even think about that. But yeah,
Yeah, with that
right.
guy said, fuck the Bill of Rights. Fuck the earth.
That's funny, dude. I never thought about that. I remember when we had a pirate radio station when I was younger, and so the Constitution and the law says that federally you could have
Cat radio.
yes, Pirate Cat Radio is one of them, but we had one in San Jose called RFSJ, Radio Free San Jose 97.3. And we were running out of my buddy's garage. It was a 24-hour station.
Mm-hmm.
And we had an attorney that helped put us up. This guy named Stephen Dunifer. He's famous because he put up Radio Free Berkeley.
It's all made up.
He's the guy who started Radio Free Berkeley. Look it up, bro. Google that shit
Dunifer.
right now. Google that. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't tell me. Don't make me yell out the name because I might look up for Dunder Mifflin.
Dunder Mifflin.
The way the fucking Google understand my voice.
Yeah, Google doesn't understand shit, dude.
Oh man! By the way, Butch, since day one, since I known him, he's always been like this underground comedy icon. Like this guy, like not like Tanya Estrada, but like this guy knows like pirate radio and shit.
Yeah.
He knows shows, dirty, nasty shows that start at midnight. He knows like bars that have like a 1 hour comedy show in between ass beatings.
Yeah,
And lowrider shows.
I come from a dark place.
But Butch is like me, man. Like he don't just stick to one genre. Like he's known in out scene. He's known in the urban scene, Latino scene,
Yeah, dude.
and even the Indian scene.
Yeah, I think I kind of.
Also, bro, tell everybody we play basketball for Netflix.
Bro, that was so fun, dude. That was fun. Yes, that's dude.
Marshawn.
And then I'll give you pictures for those as well. So you hit me up, and I'll be honest with you, bro. When I looked down at my phone and you were like, "You want to go to the Netflix and chill?" Our Netflix and chill. And Netflix is a joke basketball game, pickup basketball game. I didn't know what you were asking me, but I was like, I'm not good at basketball, and two, this is in the morning. And
Early.
Dude. And I was like, but as a comic, you're not gonna say no to that. You should never say no to an invite like that. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm down. Let's do this. And I got up, and I remember talking to my grandma. I don't know shit about basketball. I watched one. I went just this year. My buddy took me to a Clippers game, bro. That was the first basketball game I ever seen in my life. And so I show up, and we start to play, warm up, me and you. And I can't shoot for shit, but Felipe's doing these
Skyhooks, baby.
Bro, did you work on those when you were a kid or something?
Yeah.
Is that why you know that?
Yeah.
Because he was doing these fucking layups, dude. And like half of them were sinking, dude. You were actually sinking a lot of them, bro.
My fucking shoulders hurts thinking about
Where
it.
your shoulder was, I knew it too, bro, because you didn't even stretch, dude.
Nah, man.
You went right onto the court and started
I thought it was 12.
And then like, okay, so I didn't know what to expect, and all these like other comics started showing up, bigger comics than me, and I was like, all right, one. And someone walked up and was like, the only way you guys are, the only way you're getting on the teams is if you're either well known or you're good at basketball. And so all the well known comics came up, and I was like, well, I don't think I'm that good at basketball. But then like all these other comics showed up with like fucking like
Jeff Dye
knee
and
braces
shit.
and
Adam
bandana.
Ray.
Yeah, bro. And I was like, oh, I'm fucked. I'm not gonna play, dude. But I was glad I didn't play because I suck. But then Marshawn Lynch was your coach, and you were so stoked, dude. I loved it because every once in a while I could hear you cross the fucking court. Raiders! And then Marshawn Lynch throws his hand up, dude.
He has to, bro.
And then you got to play on his team.
Yes. Dude, but it's funny, man. First of all, when I walked up to him, I call him Marshall Lynch.
Okay.
So that was already wrong. I was wondering, this guy snubbed me? Or said his name wrong or what? I thought he snubbed me at first.
Yeah.
Marshall Lynch! I love you in that show, Bottoms.
Yeah.
Which is a funny-ass show about a bunch of girls in high school who are lesbians. And they want to hook up with some chicks before they graduate.
Right.
So they fucking make this women's fight club, bro.
Nice.
And these chicks start fighting each other, bro.
No shit.
It's like a women's fight
How
club.
old is this?
That's just here.
Right, because he just started producing stuff,
And Marshall
right?
Lynch is like this coach,
Right.
right? He's funny, man. So Marshall Lynch walks up to me, and I thought he was picking me to play, in the game.
Yeah.
He goes, "Listen, man, we know you don't. We know you can't play for shit, but we're gonna make you assistant
He
head
was like,
coach.
I've been watching you.
I've been watching you, and we all know you can't play for shit. So I'm gonna make you the head coach." He goes, "Nah, man, I want to play." "Oh, you want to ball, huh?" "Yep."
He
they
played
gave me
though. He did. He threw you in a
and
bunch.
They gave me a uniform, bro.
Did you scored a basket, right?
No, I passed to that girl, and then she scored.
Oh, that's right, dude. That was a good, bro. You want to know something though, man? Because like I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna play, so I'm gonna watch. And I sat in the bleachers, and you would think watching a bunch of comedians play basketball would not be that fun. That was it was a close game, and it was a good game, dude. Like,
Hey, man, those guys on our team could play, huh?
Could
They could
play.
shoot, that one brother, huh?
bro.
And then that guy, Cam Patterson, he was pretty
Yeah, I don't remember all the comics' names because I just met a lot of them that day. But everybody on your team was really good. Everybody on the other team did well, and honestly, it looked, dude. If you were to ask me on paper what team would have won, I would have thought the other team would have won.
good. Bro, when we were like talking, we thought we were going to lose too.
Because they had like 4 or 5 good ballers on that team, bro.
And that one, I don't know his name, but that one black dude that had a real tall,
yes,
that
I
dude
can't
was
remember his name either.
that dude was passing like a magician, bro.
He sure was,
It's
dude.
like he knew you were going to be at, and he just threw it there.
Yeah.
And it was up to you if you're going to catch it or not.
This is what I don't like about basketball. Because, like, I remember I said I played for like 5 minutes. And this is why. Because I went out, and one thing, I don't know when to run and when to stop. And so there'd be times we would be running, and I would just stop. And the guy would run into me, and because I'm big, they would fall over. And people were like, fucking get out of the way, Butch. But the other one was, you're supposed to be ready for a pass at all times. I'm never ready for shit like that, bro. Like, because the whole thing is they're like, people who watch basketball are like, this motherfucker's so stupid right now. But they're dribbling and they're going in that direction. They go, and they throw the ball in your direction. And I'm the guy who doesn't know that's about to happen, dude. So it always hits me in the face or it would hit me in the chest. And I couldn't play, bro. I'm so glad I didn't have to.
But you got
play
that nice coverage of you playing basketball with the Netflix and Chokes
That was dope.
square.
Yes, that was dope.
And people saw that, they thought you were...
Thanks to the cameraman, bro, over
They
here.
knew you were in the game, right?
Yes, dude.
People saw that, they were like, how? Who?
Yeah, I know that for sure, bro.
But you were part of the show because you were part of the sideshow.
Yeah. No, I did do Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I got a credit out of that, which I appreciate, bro. It's so fucking rad, dude, that I got to
And your
be-
friends at the Improv know.
Yes. But It was just rad, dude. Everybody was like, dude, that's so fucking. I posted the video of me playing with the Netflix thing, and then I posted the video of me and you when we're doing the interview. It was so fun, bro. Everybody was like, that's so fucking good that you got that. But I know there was definitely cogs that were like, come on, bro.
You can't play.
This guy, dude. Psst.
What's up? History for Foos. History for Foos, bro.
History for Foos.
Oh, man. You know, we were going to do a history for Foos episode on a certain subject this week, but we've been very busy, man. We did the Netflix, the Joke Festival.
Yeah,
we're
been
also
real busy.
in the process of moving into another house, and we're going to have a room dedicated only for History for Foos.
I can't.
Where it's
wait.
going to be like nice, and we're going to do more things, and it's going to be very exciting. Yes, man. Thank you all to 2,500 weekly listeners that we're getting.
Yeah, everybody who's listening and who comes up to me and Felipe who says that they love I love that, bro.
Also, that lady.
People and shout out to the people at the circus show, man. The one guy who is like my favorite dude, my two favorite history teachers are gonna be there that night. Of course, I'll be there. Whoever said that, man, I love you, dude. And then when I was walking up interviewing people were yelling out "History for Fools," bro. I love that shit. Thank you guys for fucking saying that, dude. I really, really appreciate all the love, man. This is my baby, so.
I was gonna say something. Also, man, shout out to that guy. I forgot that I threw him out there in the audience to throw people off. He was a guy that was dressed like me with an Adidas outfit. He was not
I'll give you
Felipe.
another picture of that too, bro. I took pictures with him. I thought it was you, bro. I came up and put my hand on his back and was like, "Hey, man," and he started laughing, and then I started laughing.
And also shout out to the official, not Felipe, the DJ crew, Yoki.
Yeah, they were dope.
Yucky,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we forgot to talk about them. Yeah, Yuki, dude,
Yeah, man,
so
they're
good.
badass
Or
show.
Yucky, it's
Yucky.
Yucky, like
Yucky.
cookie, but with a Y.
Yucky, but it's spelled Yokie.
Yes.
Look them up, man. They're from two Salvadorian motherfuckers from Long Island, New York.
DJs, bro.
They're bad. They're moving up in the world. EDM.
Yeah, I love them. They were great.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna talk about the Kowloon Wall, but
Yeah.
that is so big and vast that we're just gonna talk about our favorite authors.
Yeah, we decided we're gonna
people
show
that are authors that are changed our lives, or books that comics read, or these are books like one book specifically that every stand-up comedian, maybe
Ooh,
male
okay.
or female, has been handed over either through a girlfriend or another comic.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I had a comedian tell me about it, and then I had a girl give it to me, and then I bought it.
Okay.
But all these times, guess what? I've never finished reading it.
Which one's that? I bet I guess.
On the Road by Jack Kerouac.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yes. I have read
He has
it.
so many books.
It's a hard book.
I want to get into
right.
it.
It's a hard book.
I
to
have
read.
an Audible. Still haven't finished it.
It's hard. You know why I don't like it? Because there's a lot of like cool jive, mama. What's up, baby? Hell yeah.
And it's drift.
Are you hip to this, baby? And
There it is.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's about he wrote all
It's a
that on
great
toilet
book.
paper, right? Or on a sheet of paper,
Yeah, on a
long.
sheet of paper, or toilet paper, like napkins, I think, or something like that. But I did read it. It was a good book. It was hard to read in the style that it was written, but overall, it was a great story.
He was part of the Beat era. If you know what the Beat era is the people that were before the hippies. Yeah, and then the hippies were the people before the hipsters.
Right.
So,
yeah.
You got to trace it all the way back. It's Beatnik, which is part of the Beat
So
era.
did hippies came from beats? Right.
Hippies came from Beatniks.
And then hipsters came from hippies.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then whatever's next is next, bro.
Oh man.
Moguls. Edgars.
Like hippie like Edgar's or something, dude. Who knows, dude?
Every time you see a car accident and if the guy wearing an Edgar haircut, you blame that guy.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yes.
What book fundamentally though for comedy did you read? Like when someone gave you like a book and was like, "This is like good for your comedy." What do you think was like
Comedy Writing Step by Step by Jean Perret.
Oh
P-E-R-E-T.
yes. Okay, that's what I thought we were gonna talk about for a minute.
Yeah.
Cause like I really love that. You recommended that book to me, and man, even I know like professional comedians like Felipe who got this book and it changed their comedy. It really helped them write. That's a really good one. Mine was Comic Insights by AJ Franklin.
That's the one I wrote. Look at the new comedy writing step by step,
Yes.
revised and updated. If you're
That's
a stand-up comedian right now listening,
You better get this.
get that book, man. That book is like, if you want to learn the fundamentals about writing a comedy
Right.
set, there it goes right there, man.
If you ask me offline, because I'm not at liberty to say their names because I don't know if they want me to share it, but I can tell you what famous comics did read that book and it helped them.
Joy Colodias, cocksuckers.
Okay, yeah, that was one of
Not
them.
about the hee-hees and the ha-ha.
Bro, that book is so good, dude. That book is so
Also,
good.
there's another book by a funny stand-up. If you're into like stand-up books, it's called Running in the Light by Sam Talent.
Bro, have you read that?
No,
So fucking good,
but
dude.
I know that I seen that guy
it's
do
so
stand-up.
good.
He was opening up for either Shane Gillis
Yeah.
or Tim Dillon.
Shout out to Sam Talent.
He is hilarious,
He's
bro.
hilarious, bro. He used to hang out in the Bay Area a lot because we had a local that he was best friends with. And he spent some time out there, and I got to know him just a tiny bit, but more just watching him perform and then reading that book, man. It like actually made me feel better as a comic.
There it is.
But this book is it's probably the best stand-up book or book that involves stand-up that I've ever read.
Also,
And
man.
if you get the audio, it's like different famous people.
Oh, that's
reading it.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sarah
Sarah Silverman,
Chris Rock,
Chris Rock, Roseanne Barr,
Burt Kreischer.
Burt Kreischer, David Bory.
Sounds boring.
David Bory. He's the guy that is good friends with him from the Bay, but David's doing pretty well. But yeah, I recommend that book so much, and it really does give a really good insight to a comedian's life, to the average comedian's life, I would say.
Also, man, another comedy book. If you're like a female comic, or you're a male comic who never like doubt or thought about what's it like to be a female comic coming up in the 2000s, Ali Wong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she does this. This is part of the book that she says that people like when you're a female comic, he goes, you gotta know your surroundings. He goes, you gotta know you gotta worry about stuff that. Yeah, that one, Dear Girls, the intimate tales of untold secret advice for living the best life, hardcore. That one, like she does like this. Goes, as a female comic, you never think about these things, to your second time around.
Right.
He goes, what that a male comic never has to think about. Like, I can't park too far away from the club. I'm a 4'11" woman.
Right.
I gotta walk back to my car in
Right.
this dangerous Melrose.
Right.
Or
Right.
or when you're hanging out with friends and everybody's smoking and smoking bud, even though she don't smoke weed, but she's hanging out.
Right.
And it's like 5 guys, 2 women.
Yes.
Then we all say goodbye. No male comic ever offered to walk her back to her car.
I feel really bad right now, dude.
Bro,
I'm
but
feeling really bad right
and
now.
you never think about,
I've had her
it's
do
a,
she used to do like my shows back.
it's
in
a
the day,
lonely ass world,
and I never offered her.
And she goes, you gotta think about this also, man. When you're a female comic, that if you need to make friends with a comic, that when you're trying to get paid, and you could look at him. How much you get paid? 100. He told me 50. Then you go, they could go back, go with you. Go, wait a minute, man, 100. Then she looks that good, you get the money back.
Ooh.
So you never think about these little things.
Well, one of the things that I never
So
thought.
check out that book, man.
One of the things I never thought about before, because my
This
buddy.
is crazy though.
Yeah.
I found that one, bro.
I want to read that book now. I knew her a little bit. I used to book her on my show, The Unfiltered Underground, which I'm bringing back hopefully.
I like that name.
Yeah, do you?
I told you this guy, man, got the rooms.
I think I might be
This
able
guy used to have a room in San Jose with a fucking band, way before everybody.
Yes. Remember you did that one, and it was that one you sold out.
You hear, David? San Jose Improv.
Yes, dude. We sold that one out, and I'm trying to tell people this.
Birdman,
bro.
hook 'em
I'm
up.
going to use this clip to give to the Hollywood Improv because I'm pitching this show. But Felipe came impromptu at last minute. I asked him if he could do my show. He was a week.
Couldn't
away.
make it, cocksucker.
He was a week away from winning last.
Yeah,
Comic
top
Standing.
6.
And he showed up
Packed.
Bro, we were pulling chairs out of the fucking conference rooms. This place is 450, I think. 425 is is the maximum capacity at the Jose Theater in San Jose. It's huge. It used to be a large like vaudeville, and then became a movie theater, like one of those Fox theaters. Felipe sold that thing out to the gills. It was on record at the time, according to the guy who ran that at the time, who's the owner of the American Comedy Club. He said that you had the largest selling off night of any improv in the history of improv at that time.
That's what's up.
And so and we sold that out, bro. I remember too. And one of the things I know now about improv, because I work there, is they go out of their way to accommodate people. And we were pulling chairs, because they have a huge conference room with all these chairs. We were pulling those out. We were pulling chairs out from behind the bars and seating people. It was great, man.
Bro, I never seen seats behind the balcony.
Yeah, they were behind the balcony.
People were standing.
Yes, and then we had standing room all across the balconies, dude.
It was weird because it was before YouTube, and I was going viral. It was just television viral.
It was just television viral, bro.
I'm pretty sure, man. I'm not trying to toot my own horn.
No, dude.
But
trust
if they
me,
would
bro.
have, if they would have,
that was amazing.
If they would have held, I know that was under contract to do all these 85 shows with the improv.
Yeah.
But at that moment, when it was hot, if they would have gave me Monday at the Improv or Tuesday at Brea Improv and Ontario at the Improv, all these at the same, at this time, I'm pretty sure I would have sold them out.
Totally, bro. Totally.
It was hot.
You were hot, bro. Like
you had
that
a
was
band.
It was crazy,
bro. That night, I had Martin Rizzo with me, Steve Danner, and Juan Garcia.
I have the flyer in my phone right now.
Juan Garcia.
Yeah.
And we all slept in the same room, bro, because they gave us a suite.
I remember.
We had a 2-bed, and I remember, see these 2 chairs we have right here right now that he's sitting on? We pushed them together with blankets for Steve Danner could sleep on.
That's right, dude. That's right. Yeah, man.
I think we smoked like animals.
Bro, we smoked so much that the clouds were wafting through the top of the improv.
You had your homeboy, that Filipino guy working with you.
Ben Del Castillo. Yeah, shout out to Ben. He was on that show. Ben and Arnie. Bro, good times. That was bro. It was so fun. I'll send you the flyer so we could put that up, because I just went over those because we're pitching the show, like I said, to Hollywood Improv's lab, and she asked to see the flyers for that. So hopefully we're gonna bring back Unfiltered Underground, my friend. All right, let's keep moving. So what book?
Oh man, when I met Lisa, she introduced me to Charles Bukowski.
Okay.
And then I read all his books, bro. But I didn't know at the time, because I knew about Charles Bukowski without knowing who he was.
Sure.
Because I saw him, in 2 movies. One of them was, and then I loved the movie because they kind of show this guy who's an alcoholic, not so good looking, but likes to ride by his window, and he looks out the window while it's raining, and he's writing with shit.
Love that.
That was me, bro, writing jokes.
Right.
And all the bars that he went to were Los Angeles. The movie is called Factotum. And it's played by Matt Dillon, and it's shot in Los Angeles. And there's another one called Barfly.
Right.
With Mickey Rourke, and it's shot in Los Angeles. And a lot of the stuff is it's very quotable movie. But when I was like looking for books to read, I went to the bookstore, so the library, and I asked for I want to read about Los Angeles. I want authors who talk about Los Angeles. So that they hooked me up with John Fante, a book called Ask the Dust. But later on, I found out that that's Bukowski's favorite author.
Oh, really?
And then the reason that I learned about John Fante is because John Fante, he wrote that book, Ask the Dust, and he wrote Los Angeles, another book. If you look it up, Gon Fante, he wrote a bunch of books, but then he disappeared for a long time because he went off to write movies in Hollywood.
Okay.
And then when he was dying of diabetes,
this guy right here, John Fante.
When he was dying of diabetes, John Bukowski helped him republish all his books again, and he got a notoriety at the end of his life.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, Bukowski found him.
You didn't know either had to do with each other.
No.
You just liked them both.
Yeah, because they both spoke of Los Angeles. Like John Fante talks about living by on Hill Street,
Okay.
right?
Right.
On a building,
Okay.
but he lives on the bottom floor,
Uh-huh.
and the bottom floor is the worst.
Right.
But you got to go into the building through Hill Street, and then take the elevator down,
Right.
and then in the elevator down, you're on the other side, which is the hood.
Yes. Okay.
Remember, you know how in LA you go through that tunnel to get to the other side.
There's actually a documentary about this. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's the Angels Flight. Well, he lived on right there on he lived right there on fuck, I can't think of the name right now. Bunker Hill.
Bunker Hill.
Yeah, he lived on
Yes.
Bunker Hill.
Right.
Bunker Hill, and back in the days before Los Angeles, I think we talked about this on another episode of History for Fools. Bunker Hill was these hills right above Broadway and above Hill Street and above Figueroa, where all the rich people lived, and they built Angels Flight. If you could look for Angels Flight,
Oh, that's.
it was
dope,
a little train to take them up and down from the
Right.
neighborhood,
Yeah.
and then it was shut down after 5, and no one could go up there, no poor people. But
Sorry.
once they started building buses,
Yeah.
and they got rid of the fucking tracks,
Yes.
the
There it is
subways,
right here.
yeah, that's Bunker Hill homes. Once they started getting buses, everybody from those homes moved to Beverly Hills because they don't want to live amongst us.
Right. This is right
So
near Hill
John-
Street, right?
Yeah, so Bukowski lived in one of those houses, and he would sit
fucking
there
rad.
and write. But John Fante talks about because he fell in love with the Latina lady who lived in Long Beach, I guess. So he followed her to Long Beach,
Okay.
and he took a train, bro, from Los Angeles, and he took that train all the way to Long Beach, no problem, right? And then it was 1932, right? And he got stuck during the Los Angeles 1932 earthquake. So he was stuck in Long Beach. But then like 3 days later, he came back to Los Angeles on the same train.
Damn, dude.
'Cause, I mean, we had a working railroad
Yes.
system.
Could you imagine if we
A
didn't
working
fucking tear
railroad
those out?
system. But then Michelin
damn.
came in with Goodyear,
Yep.
and they bought out all the tracks, all the trains, and instead of fixing them, they got rid of them to bring in cars,
Yes. Fucking pieces of shit, dude.
to bring in gasoline, bro.
This drives me nuts
Which
because
just goes back to the city of LA.
yeah.
They made this city.
yeah. Yes, dude. Yes.
Who's gonna drive cars? That city where Mulholland is with water. They need
Right.
cars.
Yeah, dude. Well, remember when we read
All
that
planned
book?
out,
That guy, Hermosa? No. Yeah, it's Hermosa. It's like John Hermosa or something like that. He built railroads going into all these different pieces of property throughout LA. And but they were all the places that he owned. And then he sold off all those properties so he could have the railroad go to all those places. And this place was like one of the first advanced railroads in the world. Like, this thing people don't know about LA is like, for a minute they had one of the most advanced transportation systems in the world. And had you guys kept that, had LA kept that transportation system, it would probably be better than New York's, which is the best in the country. And the best in the world is Tokyo, but New York's isn't as, in my mind, because I've been on both, they're not far from that. And it drives me nuts now because sometimes I take our fucking train here in LA,
Yeah.
and I'd rather shoot myself in the face or fucking pull my eyes out with spoons sometimes than get on that thing, because it doesn't do anything. It doesn't go anywhere. And it's fucked up, dude, because this place could use a public transportation system so badly. But there's nowhere to put it. There's nowhere to put it. They ripped out all the fucking tracks.
All of them, bro. The only tracks they have now are people with arms.
You, you know what someone told me, and I'm going to look into this before I go too far into it, but someone told me also the bus lobby had a lot to do with
The what?
the bus lobby.
Yeah, bus uses gas.
Was a big player in not having the trains.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, dude.
Bro, have you seen pictures of Los Angeles or New York before public transportation? How crowded those fucking streets were.
No.
Fucking
Oh,
packed.
like the old videos. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
bro. Like everybody on the fucking street, bro.
Bro,
Like,
that shit's crazy.
and like
dude.
you gotta build a system to get rid of all these roaches.
Yeah, same same with San Francisco. There's an old video on Market Street.
So if anybody wants to know more about Los Angeles through literature, through novels, check out Anyways, John Fante, just like Charles Bukowski, John Fante has a character in all his books.
Okay.
His name is Antonio Bandini.
Oh, no shit.
And Charles Bukowski, his character in all his books is Henry Chinaski.
I love that. Yeah.
So here's a quote, bro. Some of my favorite quotes from Charles Bukowski books.
I love it.
Great art is horseshit. Buy tacos. Let me tell you, bro. Only somebody who knows Los Angeles and writes about living in Los Angeles without saying Los Angeles, bro,
Right.
would write something like that.
Right. Totally.
Also, man, they take a lot of liberties, bro, in books and movies because in Factotum, his best friend is a Latino guy.
Right.
And they go gamble at Santa Anita and win money, Hollywood Park.
Right.
But in the movie, it was played by a Jewish guy, a white guy. Just like when
they do
when
that.
that movie, bro, that movie Fear and Loathing in
Fear and
Las
Loathing.
Vegas.
Yeah.
In the book,
We're gonna talk
he
about
calls
that guy
him
in a
like
little bit.
like a wild like a buffalo guy, but he was a Mexican guy.
He's a Mexican guy.
Oscar Zeta
Oscar Zeta. What was
Cohen.
it again? Oscar, dude, because we were looking it up earlier. Oscar Zeta
Oliva. Acosta, bro, yeah.
And yeah, dude. That's but go read some of those quotes though.
This is one of my favorite quotes right here, bro. It's This is my favorite one, bro. This is the one that keeps me going in stand-up comedy. This is the one that when the chips are down, I just want to keep going and not quit.
Okay.
If you're gonna try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, and maybe even your mind. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail. It could mean derision. It could mean mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it despite rejection and the worst odds, and it will be better than anything else you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There's no other feeling like that. You'll be alone with the gods, and the nights will flame with fire. You will ride life straight to the perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is.
That's so good, dude. Can you read that first half again for me?
If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. This could mean losing girlfriends,
Yes.
wives,
Yes.
relatives,
Yes.
and maybe even your mind.
Yes.
It could mean not eating for 3 days.
Yes.
That's when you were driving through the fucking Midwest, bro.
Yes. Let me just say this right now, bro.
It
Like,
could mean freezing on a park bench. Cause you're like living solo, bro. You're like,
yes.
it's like when you have people don't understand that when you're following a dream and a goal, and you're really, really doing it, if you're really trying to do what you want,
You're going to live like shit.
it's a solo life, bro.
You're going to live like shit.
Yeah, man.
And you're going to love it. You're going to love. That's the one thing, man, right now, bro, is like, I try to tell people, like, because moving here was tough. I had to take a lot of my money and then trying to start a new job and all that stuff. Sometimes people feel bad for me because I live in kind of substandard conditions right now. But it's like, I love this, man. I read The War of Art. I don't know if you've ever heard of this book. But one of the things the guy says in the book is, it's by Stephen Pressfield. Joe Rogan talks about it a lot, but it's a really good book nonetheless. And one of the things he says is that, you have to suffer for your art. You have to. And that's basically what this is saying. You have to suffer. There's no easy way out. I met a guy one night on New Year's, and he was like, I used to work here because I was being a doorman at the Improv.
Yeah.
And he's like, I used to work here. And I was like, what happened? He goes, I got sick of making no money. And are you a comic? He's like, yeah, I'm still trying to be a comic. I'm like, what do you do? He goes, playa, I'm in real estate now. And he could tell he's got a lot of jewelry and stuff. He goes, I'm a real estate agent, but I'm going to make it as a comic, but I need the money. You know what I'm saying? I need that money. And in my mind, I was like, you're never going to make it as a comic because you're not willing to suffer for this shit. You're not willing. It's like, to you, because I'll tell you why you need to suffer for your art. Here's my mind for people listening out there. You need to suffer for your art because when you get famous like Felipe or you get somewhere, you get successful, you can look back and go, I ate a lot of shit for this, so I'm never going to fuck this up.
Yeah, man.
I'm never going to let it go. I'm never going to start working hard.
Here's another one, bro.
Let's go.
I'm just an alcoholic who became a writer so that I will be able to stay in bed till noon.
That's what keeps me going through comedy, bro. Bro, video games and weed, dude.
Hey, this one was a good one, bro. You boys can keep your virgins. Give me hot old women in high heels with asses that forgot to get old.
Fuck, thank God. Yes, please, dude. All day, dude. Keep the children.
Some people don't like anybody who is famous. Some people don't like anybody who isn't.
That's true, dude. That's great.
Here was the one, bro. Sometimes you just have to pee in the sink.
Bro, don't tell me. This is like that's so many jokes. I've heard comics talk about this, dude. That's hilarious, dude.
No, my beer drunk soul is sadder than all the dead Christmas trees of the world.
Nice.
That's one of his novels he wrote. In
Which one is that from?
Factotum.
Factotum. I love that book. You introduced me to that book. You actually introduced me to Bukowski. I didn't even know who Bukowski was. And then I started reading. I read Factotum, and then I started reading Women.
Anything is a waste of time unless you are fucking well or creating well or getting well or looming toward a kind of phantom love happiness. My beer drunk, my free soul is rare, but you know it when you see it, basically because you feel good, very good when you are near or with it. Great art is horseshit. Buy tacos, bro. That's it, bro.
That's it, bro. Buy tacos, dude. Do you think Bukowski changed your life?
Yeah. How the hell could a person enjoy being awakened at 6:30 a.m. by an alarm clock, leap out of bed, dress, force feed, shit, piss, brush, teeth, and hair,
Yes.
and fight traffic to get to a place where essentially you made lots of money for somebody else,
Yes.
and were asked to be grateful for the opportunity to do so?
Can you read that one again, please?
How the hell could a person enjoy being awakened at 6:30 a.m. by an alarm clock, leap out of bed, dress, force feed, shit, piss, brush teeth and hair, and fight traffic to get to a place where essentially you made lots of money for somebody else and were asked to be grateful for the opportunity to do so?
To be grateful for it, bro. That's the one thing that I never got through my head that my dad would always be like, at least you got... Be grateful. I'm like, fuck this job, bro. My boss is a dick, dude. Why am I supposed to be grateful for this shit? That's why I'm a comedian, ladies and gentlemen.
There's another one, bro, that I know is not on here, but it's called Not All the Women in the World Are Whores. Just mine.
I love that, dude. I love
Goes,
that.
Here's another one. She loved to fuck. She took penis like it was a knife that was stabbing her, and she loved it.
Damn, dog. I'm sending that one to my girl.
He goes, let's see. What's up? Hold on here, man.
Pause.
John Fante quotes by At the Dust, bro. Here goes. You are nobody, and I might have been somebody, and the road to each of us is love.
Okay.
I have wanted women whose very shoes are worth all I have ever possessed. Los Angeles, give me some of you. Los Angeles, come to me the way I came to you. My feet over your streets. You pretty town. I loved you so much. You sad flower in the sand. You pretty town.
Damn.
It was like 1934.
That's dope. I like that.
Arturo Bandini, what does happiness mean to you, Camila? That you can fall in love with whoever you want and not feel ashamed of it. He was in love with his Mexican chick.
Who isn't?
So fuck you, Los Angeles. Fuck your palm trees and your high-ass women and your fancy streets, or I am going back to Colorado, back to the best damn town in USA, Boulder, Colorado. I felt his hot tears and the loneliness of a man and the sweetness of all men and the aching, haunting beauty of the living.
Man.
I was 20 then. What the hell? I used to say, take your time, Bandini. You got 10 years to write a book. So take it easy. Get out and learn about life. Walk the streets. That's your trouble, your ignorance of life. One night, I was sitting on the bed in my hotel room on Bunker Hill, down in the middle of Los Angeles. It was an important night in my life because I had to make a decision about the hotel. Either I paid up or got out. That was what the note said. The note the landlady had put under my door, a great problem deserving acute attention. I solved it by turning off the lights and going to bed.
That's exactly how I would do it.
Yeah, man, these guys, bro, are guys who they change writing, bro, because they start talking about real shit, bro.
Right.
Back then, everybody was talking about, nothing against the people who write novels and all that, but it was like real shit, bro.
Right.
They were going out of the
grit.
Out of the grit, yeah. Because Bukowski he went to East LA. He went to Ali City College, bro.
Okay.
But he had a job his whole life.
Like as a postman, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't start writing and become famous till he was like way, way older.
Way old, bro.
And this is for the guys out there listening, man. A lot of you out there, like, when people talk about Rodney Dangerfield and shit, dude, I always feel like that one's like kind of a false one because Rodney Dangerfield actually started when he was really young. He left comedy because he was being pursued by the feds because he ran a scam that was taking money from
the aluminum sightings.
Yeah, for aluminum siding. And then he came back. So when people are like, hey, man, because I'm an older comic and I'm still kind of in the process of getting discovered. And a lot of guys will be like, Rodney Dangerfield. I'm like, I don't care about Rodney Dangerfield. But someone like Bukowski, that's like, there's a prime example of someone who found themselves really late in their life and did something only because he wanted to. And if you read the story about how he became famous, he really didn't even want to. Like, he just would write.
Yeah,
right?
man.
And then someone discovered him
Here's
or
another
something.
Bukowski's quote. If we have the ability to love yourself first.
Yeah, I like that, dude.
He goes, I wasn't lonely. I experienced no self-pity. I was just caught up in life in which I could find no meaning.
I really like that. I really love that shit, dude. That shit to me really like means a lot, and a lot of because I feel the same way. Like I'm having fun in this life and everything, but at the end of the day, like, does it have meaning? I love Bukowski, man.
The best part was pulling down the shades, stuffing the doorbell with rags, putting the phone in the refrigerator, and going to bed for 3 to 4 days. And the next part was nobody ever missed me.
Does a guy really love being miserable? Like really, like embrace misery, which is great. I love it. I mean, there's part of me too. I feel that. I'm not even kidding, bro. Like, part of me does really like that kind of life as well. But at the end of the day, I need love.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Got more? You got anything else?
I guess the only time most people think about injustice when it happens to them.
Fuck, dude, so true. This is the thing, dude. That is so true, bro. That is fucking... Nobody shakes their fist in the air for you. They only do it for themselves.
Peace of mind and heart arise when we accept what it is. Having been born into this strange life, we must accept the wasted gamble of our days and take some satisfaction in the pleasure of leaving it all behind. But the other one, bro, if you're going to go all the way, go all the way.
Yeah, I like that
And
one's
don't
my
even
favorite because
start.
I have that in my
It could
phone.
mean losing wives,
Yes.
losing friends.
Have to. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose lovers. If you're going to chase your dreams, you're going to lose those things because that's...
Bro.
If you want... If we could... Because, like, Steinbeck talks about that as well, but in a different way. And it really fucked with me for a minute. There's this book, East of Eden. I don't know if
I
anybody's...
love that one, bro.
Everybody's heard of this book before. It's such a... It's my favorite book in the whole world. It is...
James Dean plays the guy.
Yes. But the movie didn't do the whole...
Book justice, huh?
No, not at all. Because the movie's just about 1/4 of the book. And that's like the kids that are in the book, which they're actually a big part of the book. But this book is so much larger, but there's this character named Samuel Hamilton, who's supposedly actually in real life John Steinbeck's grandfather, because part of East of Eden has John Steinbeck's actual family in it. John Steinbeck grew up in Salinas.
Yeah.
And this book takes place in Salinas. And the Steinbeck family is one part of the characters' lives. But one of the main characters is this guy named Samuel Hamilton, and he's very smart. He's a great inventor. He's well known in the King City, Salinas area at the time. And this takes place in the 1800s. And he is loved by everybody. He's very, very like smart and clever and says a lot of nice things. There's another character, Lee, who is the Chinese servant to another guy in this book, and Lee's really smart. But he asks Samuel, "Why, if you're so smart and you're so, you know all these things, and you say all these funny things, how come you're not more well along?" Because Samuel Hamilton's kind of poor. He lives on a shitty piece of property. And he just barely has enough to take care of his like 7 kids. And Samuel Hamilton says one thing that fucks with me to this day. And he's
What
like,
did he say?
he says, no one tells you this in life, but you either choose mediocrity or you choose greatness. And he doesn't mean, he's like, I don't mean mediocrity in a bad way. You just choose to not be like, what he means is you choose a normal life. You either go to work, you go to your job every day, you 9 to 5 it. And he says there's rewards for both, and for the reward of and for greatness, the rewards are there. You get to be rich and famous and all this other stuff, but there's also a downside, and that's loneliness. And he was like, I just couldn't choose loneliness. Like, I wanted to have a family. I wanted to be with my friends. I just wanted to live a normal life, and so I chose mediocrity. And like, as I pursue this, and I think anybody who goes after what they really want in life, and then what I really got from this at the end of the day, though, was that if you are raising kids, if you are raising a family, that's your actual greatness. And to you, that's greatness, but to some people, it's like being a comedy or being a writer or being a movie star. That's their greatness. But that's what I think he meant in the book by that's a lonely place.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to.
Eden, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end, he became powerful, like oil guy, right?
He became a powerful, no, he was a powerful rich guy, and his business failed because he's supposedly the guy who invented ice trucks.
I'm sorry, man. I'm thinking about, I know that you're talking about East of Eden, but in my head, I'm thinking about that movie Giant.
Giant. Which one's Giant?
It's James Dean, but he becomes like an oil tycoon guy.
Oh, really? I never even seen that.
But East of Eden, he dies in the movie, huh?
In East of Eden, yes, he dies in the movie because at the end. So East of Eden is about a family. It's like a long book that builds up to this family of this guy who becomes rich, and he marries this woman who becomes a madam at a whorehouse because she doesn't really love him. She just needs to get off the East Coast. And so he drags her to California. They start out in Salinas. She leaves him. He's depressed, but he has these 2 kids with her already. And then this Chinese guy helps him raise his kids. And he's a servant. And the 2 boys, they're supposed to be, it's like, because the whole book's based around the story of Cain and Abel and how it represents humanity and how the story of Cain and Abel, like not in the Bible, because I'm not a Christian person, but in a way, its symbolicness like represents humanity.
Yeah, man.
It's a really long but good book. There's a lot of...
Here's a quote from the book, bro.
Oh, good.
And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good.
You can be good. And that's, bro, so I think that comes from Lee, and he's talking to this kid who realizes, like, one of the boys in the book is realizing, like, because he's got all the good grades, he does everything, but he fucks up, and he hurts his brother. And this is kind of near the end, spoiler alert. But his Lee gives him advice of, like, well, now that you know you're not perfect, you can just be good at whatever you want to be. One thing I love about fucking Steinbeck, bro, is that he captures humanity just right. There's this guy in the same book, and Steinbeck does this throughout all of his books, but this guy just is always sad. He's always depressed because his wife left him, and and it's been years since it happened, but he can't pull it out. and this guy's trying to get him to like pay attention to his kids, and he goes, "You hang on to misery like a child hangs on to its favorite blanket." And I realized something that we do that as humans. It's one of the things, man. Like one of the things about this book is it really taught me about humanity. But overall, Steinbeck has a good grasp on how human beings behave, and that's why I think I love his book so much. Let me read some of the quotes that I have for him.
What does proletariacy mean?
Proletarian?
Yeah.
That's from, are you talking about the 1984 book?
No, because John Steinbeck has a quote that says, socialism never took root in America because the poor see themselves not as an exploited proletariat, but as temporarily embarrassed millionaires.
Yes. Okay, so what he's trying to say is that we can never get better because our poor doesn't see themselves as poor. Or like the regular folks basically don't see themselves as regular folks. In this country, we all want to be something. And really what the proletarian, from the social class of wage earners, those members of a society whose only possession of significant economic value is their labor power, their capacity to work. A member of such a class is a proletarian or proletaire. So basically what he's saying is the most valuable human being on the planet is the average person, is the person that goes to work every day. But none of us want to be that person.
Yeah.
All of us want to be somebody famous or somebody special.
There's another good quote. When two people meet, each one is changed by the other. So you get two new people.
Yeah, okay, all right. That one's a good one. This one's one of my favorite. Is always, and this is kind of in vain of the one before the last one. It always seemed strange to me, said Doc, and this is from Cannery Row. The things we admire in men, kindness and generosity, openness, honesty, understanding, and feeling are the concomitants of failure in our system. And those traits we detest the most, sharpness, greed, acquisitiveness, meanness, egotism, and self-interest are the traits of success.
Damn.
And that's what I mean by like Steinbeck has really good like he has such a good gauge on humanity that I'm like, fuck, bro. When I read that shit, dude.
Like this one right here?
Yeah, go for it.
I like this one, bro. Which is, it's so much darker when the light goes out than it would have been if it had never been shown.
I love this one.
Me too, bro. Because I always think about like whenever I would be mad over losing something,
right?
I would tell myself, go back to the time when you never had it.
Right. Yes.
And you're gonna be fine.
Yes.
And you were living okay without it.
Right.
But then now you don't have it, but you never had it.
But you never had it. It was never yours.
It's never yours.
My thing for me
like
is
cash, money.
Yes, everything. Anything.
You came alone.
You're gonna die alone. For me, it's like, bro, like especially like I talked about right now, like living, whatever, moving here, and I talk about suffering for your art. Like that's the idea there, though. Read that. Can you read that quote again, real quick?
Which one?
The one you just read, that Steinbeck quote.
No. Everybody, when you miss the light.
Yes. Okay.
And but you would have never missed it if you never been shown the light.
Right. So for me, bro, I think about my darkest moment in this quote. Right. Like for me, it was jail. It was like when I was in jail, and I was a fucking piece of shit loser, and I didn't think I thought that this was my life.
Getting people to fight each other.
Getting people to fight each other. So, I fast forward to now, and like I said, like my living situation's a little rough. We're working on it. But when people go, like right now, like my landlord's really rad, bro. He's actually a really nice guy, and he's like, hey, man, I'm sorry this is happening, because like we had some dirty roommates that were fucking up the place. I got a staph infection. But he was like, I'm sorry about this. We're trying to clean it up. And in my mind, bro, I was like, it's all good, bro. Like, I told him it was all good, but I didn't say why, because he's still my landlord. But for me, it's like, I've been to jail, bro. Like, I've slept in the worst place that I could think of. I've been homeless too for a minute. So like, I think of those dark moments. I think of like when I was lonely and didn't have my girlfriend and she broke up with me and my heart was broken. All those instances I never want to fucking be back in. I never want to visit those. But because I lived through those, and know what those are like, I know what the great moments are, like going on tour or doing a podcast or fucking living in Los Angeles and working at the Hollywood Improv, you know, like those things to me, dude, are the pales in comparison. What else you got? I got one.
Yeah.
Ideas are like rabbits. You get a couple and learn how to handle them, and pretty soon you have a dozen. I like that one. That was really good for creation. But here's one of my favorite ones for creative note. Where's the one?
What good is the warmth of summer without the cold of winter to give it its sweetness?
Yes. Same thing, dude. Same idea. Like, I think what Steinbeck tries to convey in all his novels is that life could be better, but it could be worse. And, like, if you read, like, East of Eden, Grapes of Wrath, they're really, like, some of those situations these people are in are really fucking sad. But at the same time, you find that they're having a good time. You know, like, Grapes of Wrath is about this family who's poor as fuck. I mean, just reading the book makes me hungry. They're starving so much. But also, like, the light and the love of who they are and what they have with each other is really beautiful. So I love that contrast.
Another one, bro. My imagination will get me a passport to hell one day.
I think a lot of us can fucking share that one, right?
Sometimes a man wants to be stupid if it lets him do things his cleverness forbids.
Read that one again, please.
Sometimes a man wants to be stupid if it lets him do things his cleverness forbids.
I love that one.
That was you getting people to fight each other, bro.
Have you ever heard this quote? It's not by Steinbeck. It's at the beginning of Fear and Loathing, Hunter S. Thompson's book, and I can't remember. It's something Jackson is the quote. Is the guy who wrote the quote, but he who makes a beast of himself relieves himself from the pain of being a man. And I love that one. That one. That's why I used to get drunk all the time. But yeah, it's a good one too.
That's a good one, huh?
What else you got?
Two people could keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Where the fuck? Who wrote that one?
I saw it in a cowboy movie.
What the fuck? Well, that's not a Steinbeck quote, is it?
No.
It could be.
Yeah, man. History for fools, man.
Yeah, dude.
So, but you read a lot of books in your life, huh?
Yeah, I read a lot of books.
I'm still reading, bro.
Okay, so when I was a kid, I was really considered not a smart kid in a lot of ways. Like, I had nothing but special ed classes because I wasn't good at anything.
You had those heavy boots, huh?
And they were like really questioning whether or not I was retarded. What?
You used to wear the big boots, huh?
like the special kids boots. But I didn't. But one of the things that my teachers always would point out was like I was a good reader. And like in the 6th grade, I could read at like a 12th grade reading level. So it was the only thing I knew how to do. And so for years I read, and then I was a security guard, which is the best job. You know, at the time for me, I loved that job because like you could read books and all you had to do was open a door and check people's IDs and then let them in. But you could read as many books as you wanted. This is before the internet, this is before phones. So like you didn't have much. You couldn't sit and watch TV. So I read like every Stephen King novel. I read every Dean Koontz novel. I read fucking all kinds of books. I didn't get into Steinbeck though until Bobby got older and wanted to know more about, because he's from Salinas, my son. And, you know, that's Steinbeck country. They love Steinbeck. I was like, I don't fucking, we had to read these books when I was in high school, but I didn't because I was.
They asked my mom, they told my mom, your son has a learning disorder. She said, but he drinks milk every day.
But yeah, so I just liked reading. What about you? Because you read a lot of books too. You read a lot of books.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
You read a fuck ton of books, man. I think that was our common interest and what probably caused us to.
That's how we started the History for Fools podcast.
Yeah.
We like to read, and we're gonna see you guys. I don't know. Hopefully next week with a new, different subject. Get you know the authors, because there's gonna be a big test next time you tell me what's up with History for Fools.
Yeah, dude. We'll see
You
you
have dates
guys.
coming up?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the Punchline.
That's right. Oh, shout out! Go check out Butch Escobar. He's gonna be with the homie
Fuck
that we had,
Orlando.
Orlando Leyva. We had him on a podcast.
Yeah. Oh, you guys have had him on your podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, we
May
had him on the
22nd.
podcast.
Popeye.
I'm married to this woman.
Bro, he's so funny, dude. I didn't know. So Punchline just separately booked me with him. But I
He's
got
playing Popeye in Blood In Blood Out the musical.
He better, bro. If they ever have that, he fucking really better. Look,
So
this guy, he
dope.
looks like Popeye. But I got to see his Netflix is a joke special. Because I was the doorman for that. And that was rad because I got to go up and be like, hey, I'm going to feature for you in San Francisco in a couple weeks. But his comedy is hilarious. Make sure you guys get tickets. Come and see us. Check me out on Instagram. What about you? What do you got coming up? Oh, and then I got Naples with you next month.
Well, I'll be in Washington, D.C. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Look out.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be shooting my 1-hour special in Sacramento on June 1st.
Nice.
Then I'm going to Naples.
That's me and you.
Then I'm taking off, bro. I'm going to see Doja Cat in Amsterdam.
Woo! Look at
for
that,
5
Australia.
Those are the badass gigs.
Damn. Auckland, New Zealand.
Vancouver, bro. If you're down, Vancouver.
Hell yeah,
The
dude.
Vogue.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I'm doing a comedy club. Calgary. What's up?
Nice, dude.
Nice. The Laugh Stop.
Oh, man. Look at those dates, dude. Look at you. World traveler now. If you're in another country, make sure you go check out the homie.
What's up? History for Fools podcast. History for Fools. Not What's Up, Fool. That's another podcast.
That's another podcast. A great podcast, though.
History for Fools.
History for Fools. I'll see you guys next time.